Hello everyone, Embedded Monk here, and today it is day 4 of the embedded adventure, where I'm as complete beginner trying to do cool stuff with this little tiny thing called ESP32. And by the way, I also wanted to remind you that I upload my code on my GitHub repo. You can check it. You can check the last series code. You can check the uh, like more old code here. So just a reminder. Let's jump straight to the working. So in previous series, we successfully scanned networks. Yay! So let me just show you what we have done in the previous series. Okay, let's just monitor the ESP32 with this program. So in the previous series we have successfully scanned these networks here. So we actually can output now the Wi-Fi name, the MAC address name, and actually many more things, but we just stopped with outputting this one. And we also made a code to connect to one of those. Here it is. So we are setting the Wi-Fi mode to the station mode. Then we are creating the array with name, with the password. I hope you won't steal my password, guys. Again, please don't steal it. Then I just made a configuration, so the station mode configuration, and then set this configuration. And then we can successfully or not successfully connect. So this can be checked by the error code here. By the way, I have completely cleaned the Google Chrome tabs with the API, so probably we should Google it again, like ESP-IDF Wi-Fi, just to refresh some things. Here we go. So as far as I remember, this thing just sets the configuration of the Wi-Fi. Yep. So and actually it takes the Wi-Fi config T, not the Wi-Fi STA config, but okay. So let's just try again and build it. Let's go. Better flash at the same time, I guess. Yep, to spend just less time on it. And while it's building, I want to also say, guys, that I hope that we'll get to the breadboard again. But for now, we're just doing some coding videos here to just know how the things work with Wi-Fi, and then finally build the controlling of LED with remotely. I hope we will get there in like 2 to 3 videos. Yeah, so okay, as we got some compilation errors actually. Let's see. It just says that we have some assignment error here. So I'm gonna just Google this thing, the structure itself. The same page, okay. So the SSID is actually just a static array of uints with 8-bit unsigned integers, and password is just 64 8-bit unsigned integers. That's actually strange, because unsigned char can be actually casted to the uint 8, I guess. So that's quite strange. By the way, we can actually debug it in a very, very dumb way. I know the dumbest way possible to debug it, it is just to use the secret C function. I hope it exists in C, because I have used it only in C++. Let's just let's just print the string representation of type, because I have no idea what type it stores actually. Yeah, very dumb, but okay. Let's go. I thought like type ID returns str, what? By the way, that's also interesting. How to get like str representation of type in C. Okay, I thought like type ID doing this. Use the char type and create an okay. No, unlike many string. No, I mean like get type name of a variable in C. Yep. You want to obtain a string calculation. I think does not contain anything else then. I thought actually that type ID would help, but okay. So let's continue debugging this thing. Debugging is also a big part of process, so I'm not cutting this from videos, like this also should remain here, because we are trying to fix exact errors. So it says that we are assignment to expression with array type. But we got the array type here. So we are assigning to an expression with array type. So this one has array type. And this is what documentation says. Yep. So this is a static array here. We can actually go in a more simple way. By the way, yep, let's just try to do let's just try to do this way. Very dumb thing. We can actually not even hard code it. We can just you know, do it in a for loop like smart people do, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So let's go to like 8, then do it like this, and just configuration that SSID from I. Please receive the network name from the I. Okay. And let's now delete all of this nonsense here and try to compile it again. Okay, assignment to expression with array. Yep, so that's kind of solved the problem. Very dumb way, but I'm curious, would it work if I just assign it a string, like the const char configuration.ssid? What if I just done it like this? Would it work in C? Because you know, guys, I learned C like on the first year in the uni, so it was like 3 years ago, so I have forgotten many things. I'm more like into C++, where you have like this fancy std string, std vector, and all things that make life easier. So actually no. Let's just assume that this is a way to do this. Okay. And again, password. Oh my god. So we got 6 here. No, actually 0, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So let's do this the same way. Okay. Password from I. Yep. No more compiler errors. Actually, there is a compiler error here, but we probably can fix it, because Wi-Fi config is actually a union, right? So in previous series we found out that this was a union that can hold like the station configuration or the access point configuration or none configuration. So it's better just to store it using its primary type. Yep. So we will just assign it with the you know, we can actually create 2 separate objects here, and just when we need to cast it to the Wi-Fi config t, like this will be an STA configuration. Yep. So this one is STA configuration here. And here will be just configuration, which will be assigned the STA configuration. They should cast well, because this like is a union here, so probably it should work. Let's try this out. Invalidation initializer. Okay, the dumbest question: how to initialize union in C. What's with the internet? Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it. So we should specify the correct, we can actually use this one here, or we can actually just specify the field that we want. So we'll just do this, and then configuration dot STA. So let's try again. And I guess this time we'll link it freely, and this will actually be a big success. By the way, what about the project that actually needs this functionality? I'm gonna just draw in parallel here the diagram what I want actually to do. But I guess you guys probably know what I want to do. Like what the f. So let's just call it LED remote. So the ESP32 would probably want to receive some kind of requests from the remote user. That's actually me here. Okay. Let's just call it embedded monkey. And I'm not really sure, should I need some like separate service here, like should I need some, well, if I will actually do it not in a local network, I will probably need to somehow to make a gateway from the user to the ESP32 from anywhere in the world. So to buy a host, actually. That's interesting. Okay, let's switch back here. Yep, successfully flashed. Let's monitor. Service started. Could not connect. Okay. Config SAE PWE value is invalid. SAE PWE. Okay, let's check it. SAE. I actually can't see SAE PW. Oh, here we go. SAE PW derivation method. Okay, so what is it? SAE PW method unspecified hash to element. SAE PWE. Let's check it. So, one moment. Now guys, let's just ask ChatGPT here. I don't know, by the way, is it okay that I use ChatGPT so frequently, guys? Do you enjoy it? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just, like, you know, too addicted to ChatGPT. What is SAEPWE? And actually, that's not the name of the field. That's not actually the name of the field. The name of the field is it's actually SAE PWE H2E. Yep. So let's probably ask it about, okay, let's ask about the original value in configuration, in Wi-Fi configuration. Shows these forms the password element derivation. Replaces with SAE, a more secure handshake. So that's some crypto thing here. Some crypto thing. Okay. To do this, it must compute a PWE password element from password SAD and MAC address. Which algorithm ESP32 should use for computing the PWE during this on different routers and devices support different variants, so ESP32 gives you a way to choose appears as hunt and back, hash to element, both. content pack hash element. Interesting. I just want to know what method my network using. WPA2 personal. Actually, that doesn't give like so much information. Like, let's just ask like how to know the exact method for my Wi-Fi network. Reliably determine the exact SE method 100 peg or hash to element used by the Wi-Fi from normal device settings. Do not expose it. We probably can actually pick the both method so it can support both here. I guess it should work since like it does support two like crypto handshakes methods, so probably if router will send some request to the ESP32, ESP32 will reply that it supports these two methods and router will pick one of them. Probably that's how it works. So let's also set the STA configuration dot. That's like the horrible name of the field, the most horrible way of the field. Yep. And we want to pick the WPA3 SAEW both is good. You know this meme like where the Heavy from Team Fortress 2 says that both is good. A very cursed meme. Okay, let's compile it. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments if it will be interesting to do some compiling experiments with the ESP32, because I'm really into compilers actually. I'm working as a compiler engineer, so I probably would like to do some experiments with this thing, and probably to make some, I don't know, maybe compiler for this thing. That would be actually pretty cool. Or to see which addresses it uses when it like flashes the code to inspect it in something. I guess that's like a very low level, but that will be a very interesting journey. So okay, let's now monitor. Success! Yay! We finally connected to the network. Here. We connected to the network. Here we go. Cool. So actually I can't really know whether it is indeed like connected for now, but well actually not, because it was deleted here. What if we do not delete it? Let's just make some dumb vtask delay for, I don't know, like 20 seconds, and just try to connect to different network, for example to my phone hotspot, and see like the properties of the ESP32 on my phone. Yeah, I guess I want to see its MAC address, probably the IP address. That's all. That's probably all. So let me just put the hotspot on my phone. Okay, so I'm currently Yep, here it is. I hope you guys can see it. Here we go. Here's my hotspot here, and let's now try to connect to it. I'm gonna just rewrite the configs to the code so the ESP32 will be able to connect. One moment. Okay. So the SSID will be iPhone, I guess. Let's just check one more time. iPhone, okay, with a space there. iPhone. Then I hope, by the way, that it supports Russian symbols, because otherwise I won't be able to connect. Yeah, so space, then name in brackets, and then space again, and then 2. Okay. Once again, I just hope it supports these letters. And the password is actually F8D9HWSLUIT4. Very cursed password, by the way. It was randomly generated. F8D9HWSLUIT4. Let's go. Let's make it in a cursed way in one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we got this long. Here we'll have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go. So let's try it out. Well, I actually hope that it will firstly discover it. Oh, no, actually. By the way, it doesn't see it. It does not see this network. Well, I guess that's not a big deal, since we only scan for 10 APs here, but it doesn't mean that it can't connect to something it didn't scan. Yeah, so probably it should connect. It should connect. Let's go. So let's monitor. Well, it says actually success. It says that it's actually connected, but as far as I see, I just can't see that anything connected to my phone here. I actually couldn't locate it. That's actually strange, because I thought I would see it writes success here. Right? So we output success, only if error code is ESP OK, so we successfully connected to the network here. Okay, let me just change like the password letter here, and just to check that it correctly connects, right? So it's not some I don't know, mess in Wi-Fi driver on this thing. And by the way, I guess the next thing that we should do is actually to send some request to this thing. Yeah. So to send the HTTP request to the IP address that is of this ESP32. That would be really cool. And to actually unpack this request here. Probably there are some existing tools for this purpose. Okay, let's see. It tried success anyway. Here. Success. And the password that was actually changed, it's not correct. So something wrong, something actually wrong here with ESP Wi-Fi Connect. Let me just check, maybe I don't understand something. Okay. Connect. Where? Connect Wi-Fi station to the AP. This API only impacts Wi-Fi station mode and mix mode. Okay. This API attempts to connect to an access point only once. To enable reconnection in case of a connection failure, please use the fail retries into feature. Okay, users are suggested to implement reconnection logic in their application first. Okay. So it returns ESP OKs if succeeded. And then, oh, by the way, yeah, ESP OK. ESP error, Wi-Fi not init. Wi-Fi is not initialized by the ESP Wi-Fi init. Not started. Mode. Connection SSID of AP which station connects is invalid. It actually says success. How can it says success when the password is obviously incorrect? The password is obviously incorrect here. I can show you. Probably, well, you won't actually be able to see this. Here we go. This is the password here. It ends with 4. And I changed it to 5 and it still connects successfully. Which shouldn't be the case. So let's monitor. How? Okay, password length matches WPA2 standards. Auth mode threshold changes from open to WPA to how can it says success here? Okay, you know, let's just quickly how to verify that ESP32 is actually connected to Wi-Fi AP. At this point, there are several correct ways to listen to the system events. Use notifications. Getting an AP address. Got IP. So we should write an event handler in order to verify it, that it is connected. Event ID, event base. Stay get AP info. Details about the AP only connected. By the way, let's just maybe it does not see this thing. And by the way, okay, let's just turn it one more time. And by the way, I can just reset the ESP32 here and try again. Like, I reset it and nothing happens. Yep. So perhaps I should connect to my mobile network to actually make it visible. So I will connect it to from my computer here. Oh, then I won't be able to use ChatGPT. So okay, I will just connect it from my iPod to just verify. Okay, I need some other device. Okay, now okay, we will just try to list it out here with all of other AP records. I just want to see what's wrong, because this is actually very strange. Let's flush it again. I haven't actually switched it off, guys. You can see probably. I hope you can see. Yeah, here. It's turned on. Okay. Sometimes there are such a strange bugs in programs they're really pissing you off. Let's go. What the hell? Oh, perfect. So we got the perfect. So we got the guru meditation error. It's actually a very common thing. It's something like segmentation fault in like when you program in C, C++, it's just like the segmentation fault on the basic personal computer. And here we got the guru meditation error. Just right after Wi-Fi service have started. So we started the Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, I guess it happens somewhere here. Probably. Interesting. Because I would have understand it if I have messed this size here, but I have written it perfectly. So let's try it again. Let's go. Maybe it didn't compiled the right way. I don't know. No, still guru meditation error. Guru meditation error. Maybe it does not like the Russian symbols here, because they can't really be encoded in the right way. So let me just change the network name. Maybe it will help. If I of course can do this, but I'm not really sure that I can change the network name. Okay, so as far as I can see, I can change only password, not the. Let's Google this thing. How to change the network, like not the network but hotspot name on iPhone. Settings, general, about, name. So I should actually change the device name. Okay. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna change it to something appropriate. Okay. Now when I will just turn the hotspot on, I will be able to locate this network with, yep, with brand new name. Here we go. Let's now try to change it. By the way, it's actually a big vulnerability in ESP32, since if it is really the case, we currently don't know, we have to compile now the program, then anybody with Wi-Fi name with some Russian letters or Chinese letters can actually break your ESP32 just because it scanned the network and just dumped the core. That's a big vulnerability. Okay, but it's just sorry, it's just a one version of what has happened with this guru meditation error. The other version is that just it actually does not support anything above 10 APs during the scan. So we can specify more, but it will dump. If there are more, if there are like 3 APs and you're looking for 10, I guess that's okay. Okay. Monitoring again. Now we're getting the guru meditation error. That was not the case. By the way, how much does it support? Like 14. 14 is okay. Let's just brute force. Does it support 14? Yep. So flash monitor. Does it support 14 APs? Because it requires to pass it the UEIN16, so it can support up to 65,535 APs, technically, yeah. But it even does not support 15. Like, I think like I'm missing something. It's not. It's not the case here. Okay, so flashed monitoring again. So Stack Overflow in task main has been detected. Yo. Reset. By the way, it's actually hot. It's actually I can feel that it has some. Probably I should like distinguish this isolation. I guess it just, or it will burn out with this thing. Yep, it's not. I guess it's not really safe to hold like this, so I will just put it somewhere here. But I can feel that it really had some bad times. Okay, last 11. Okay, 11. Let's just brute force this thing. It should support like at least 11, okay, APs. At least 11 APs, please. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments, would you like to put some background music on my videos? Like, here we go, 11 hours supported. And it does not output anything here. And by the way, it still connects to this freaking network. Damn. Still. Okay. Will it support like 12? Yeah. Okay. Because I just don't understand why it connects successfully to some... We can actually do the dumbest thing ever. We can... Okay, it will build. Let's just check that it supports 12 APs. Yep, 12. Yeah, and let's now monitor. I just mistaken in the previous program. Yeah, it does support 12 APs. Wi-Fi config out mode threshold is invalid. Now getting different errors. By the way, we get like, why do we have like two absolutely equivalent SSIDs with different MAC addresses? That's strange. How much of them? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there is actually 12 of them. And the dumbest thing I wanted to do is actually make something like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know. Like, if it connects to an existing network with incorrect password, like how can we just be sure that it is it's actually connecting to something? Yeah, it is not connecting to anything. It just outputting success, and that's all. By the way, let's just ask ChatGPT first. Like, what if ESP32 outputs ESP Wi-Fi connect outputs ESP-OK for network with incorrect password? Expected behavior. It is unexpected behavior, totally. Because almost everyone the first time does not mean the password is correct, the connection succeeded, the handshake was accepted. So that doesn't mean anything at all. It only means the Wi-Fi driver accepted your request to begin the connection process, that's all. Why does ESP-OK not? Oh my god. So how can we actually connect this thing? Can we force the Wi-Fi driver to connect? So this thing does not really mean anything. Okay, so Uh, why does ESP-OK not mean because Wi-Fi connects asynchronous? Connecting to an AP involves multiple steps. STA sends probe requests, AP responds with probe responses, etc., etc., etc. Inside the ESP Wi-Fi connect, simply queues the operation and returns immediately to know the real result. So we should write the event handler actually. We should write the event handler here. Ding. And here we go. It outputs success for the for an existing network with unexisting password, with incorrect password, obviously. So to actually know result, we have to make a Wi-Fi event handler. Yep. Okay, means try accept request. You connect only when got IP wrong password results in. Okay, so as far as I understand it, this thing, the Wi-Fi driver works asynchronously, and it processes requests and responses in a synchronous way, just queues them. So we just requested to connect, and this connect will happen somewhere, like somewhere in future. So to actually know the result, we have to write this thing. But I actually want to get a little more understanding here. I guess I won't be able to do it like. Of course, I can do like this, like copy paste, but that's not the way. That's not the way. It probably won't be as epic as the previous video where we successfully scanned the Wi-Fi networks, but okay. Okay, it's like 52 minutes here. Guys, I think like I should finish the video and actually make to understand this code, to actually debug this thing, etc., etc. And in the next video I will return probably with a working example, so we'll try to connect and disconnect from different things, so we can actually jump to some HTTP processing later, because to my mind it's it will take some effort to actually debug this thing and do some experiments. So when I will finish, I will probably return to you with some working example, and we'll try to actually do some HTTP logic tomorrow. Yep. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments what do you like, what you don't like in my channel, what you enjoyed the most. Check the code here. I will upload code right here, so you can check it if you want. Also, when I debug this example, I will also push to this repository, so you can check my fix if you like follow these kind of if you follow this series, like if you write your code too. And so stay tuned, see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, hit the comments, like, bye.